ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. How y'all doing? Stinging net! How y'all doing? Jimmy Dixon here, and we're out in the forest looking for early springtime edibles. Now on this episode of Early Springtime Edibles, boy, do I have a treat for you. I got a tip from this guy who's got a racehorse, and he told me that up here around this bend, well, he said there might be a big patch of lakes or ramps, however you want to call them. How y'all doing today? Jimmy Dixon here. We're out here, early springtime edibles, looking for two specifically, because I'm gonna make me, if all turns out right, my famous green cream garlic soup. Now, we're gonna be looking for two specifically. One is called the ramp, or AKA wild leek. I know I had mentioned these before in a previous video when I was talking about the trout lily. Yeah, well, whatever. And I also gonna be looking for stinging nettle. And I know that I also made a video about that. That I kind of messed up, and I thought the stinging nettle was stinging nettle. Turned out to be poison ivy. Spent a week in the ICU over that mistake. I'm over that now. But, so I know how to positively identify them now. So we're gonna look for them. I'm gonna make this soup. Well, whatever. Well, let's get to it. That was not smooth at all. Don't get no better. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord, I cannot believe this. Oh my goodness gracious. Ladies, I gotta turn the camera off. I gotta address the camera. Well, ladies and gentlemen, can you... These rolling green hills that you see are none other than wild lakes. Yes, that is right. We are sitting in the epicenter of well, Jesus. Jesus is right. I never seen so many of these ramps in my entire life in one place. They are all around me in a complete 360. Since I got the camera all set up here, I just, we'll get some more shots of it after. We'll get right down to business. Now these here are the prized delicacy ramps. Now, they grow out like this in two. I'm gonna pluck one and I'm explain to you, well actually I'm gonna yank one up. Well, since there's so many of them, I'm gonna yank one up and I'm explain to you why you don't want to yank them up. Oh, look at this! Oh, it's a hornet! Yeah. I ain't kill him. He got away. He was in the ground with the bulb on the leak. You seen that? He crawled right up my finger. Whew. So here, I'm digging out the bulb. Now, as you get in here nice and deep, boom, there you go. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a 3-fer on the leaves. Usually it's just 2, though occasionally like this you do see the 3-leafer. Wow, that is beautiful. Now you see right here, this is the bulb. It comes out. Now once I pull it out like this, it'll never be able to grow again. That's why it's important when you come across these, you just want to take one of these little leaves right here. It contains the same amount of it's got this garlicky, well, it's got the garlicky, scallion flavor to it. But it all can, what's the word? Concentrates. The flavor in the bulb will concentrate here in these leaves. So all you need to do is just pluck one of them right out and leave that there so it can continue to live. But you can take this home, just a single one like this, and it's just delicious. You can put it in a salad. Oh man, I mean, the things you can do with vinaigrettes, but they are just delicious. I'm gonna make a soup today, so I'm gonna be gathering quite a bit of them, which is a great thing that we found. Well, there must be at least a couple acres of them here. I can't believe it. But I'm gonna take some bulbs too for the soup. But since there's so many of them, I don't feel too bad about taking them, because really there's only I'm gonna know about it. Well, and Jesus, but he seems like a forgiving kind of guy. But so I'm gonna grab me a bunch of these, but I'm only gonna take maybe 7 or 8 with the bulb, but I'm gonna collect me a bunch of these leaves for the soup. And I'll be keeping you posted as we go along with everything that we're doing for the soup. So that way when you, well, heck, if you want to come out here and gather what you want to make your own soup, you'll at least have a good idea of what you're going to want to be getting. But, that's the one thing I don't like about the spring is all the bugs. What I'm going to do next is I'm gonna go around and start picking some of these. I think there's someone over there. I think there's someone there over the hill watching me. I'm gonna start gathering these leeks now. Let's get some montage video of me gathering leeks. Oh, hollow. I went right into it. Shoot, there's no copperheads in there. Well, I'm gonna start picking over here. 1 leek, 2 leek, 3 leek, 7, 8, 9, 10, 97, 64, 211, 212, 200. Oh shoot, that was the same plant twice. Shouldn't have done that, Jimmy. 477, 478, 479. 806. That one's ripped. 998. 999. We find a winner here. Winner, chicken dinner. 1,000 leeks, just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Poison oak. 2,046. 2,047. 8,017. Look at all these leeks. I mean, I never in my life seen something like this. My goodness. So, for real though, very important when you do come across these, I want to emphasize the seriousness that you only take a couple of them with bulbs. Now you see here, I'm only going to take probably 1, 2, 3, well that's a lie, I'm going to get me about 4 or 5 more. Maybe 6, making even 10 since there's thousands of them out here. Because once you pull the bulb, that's it man, it ain't growing back. But when you got a plethora of them growing spread out like this, it's alright to pinch maybe 10, 12 because they ain't gonna be missed. Shoot, probably give more room for some other leeks to grow, fill in. But that's what you want to do. And like I said, those little leaves right here, like these leaves, oh God, hate these things. But like this leaf right here, that's all you need. That contains it all right there. Look, Jimmy Dixon gonna eat it. Was that a leek? That's a lake. Yeah, that's a lake. That's a lake. Woo! I'll tell you a story about a lookalike with the lakes. A little later, we come across them. Wound up in the ICU a few years back. Won't make that same mistake ever again. But these flies, man, I tell you, these flies, they seem to like the leak area. See, we in some swampy kind of area. It's so swampy that these flies, they just come, they probably come out that log I crushed. The flies probably come out that damn log. Hopefully we find some stinging nettles to throw into that soup. But, whew, regardless, tell you what, this is already shaped up to be look at these beauties. Really set that green cream soup off, that's for sure. Wow, look at all of these. I'll be honest with you. Oh, is that a spider? I'll be honest with you. I took more than 10 with the bulbs on, because there's just so many of them. I mean, might have taken 20. Don't give me no electric chair for it. There's just so many of them. I can't get over it. Wish I could tell you where this is, but I just can't. Gotta do your research. See, I just spotted across this creek here some ferns. It looked like ostrich fiddleheads. I'm across this log. Ooh. All right, now I'm gonna attempt to cross this log. All right, grab onto this. But I tell you what, if those are ostrich fiddleheads uncurled, all right, here we go. Hakuna Matata. Oh, big leap! I made it so far. Gotta cross that part of it. I just gotta run me up this way. Gotta cross. All right. Now we're gonna go check this out. See if these are fiddleheads. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, we have found the ostrich fiddlehead. Now this right here, the ostrich fiddlehead, it'll have this brown kind of papery stuff growing on them when they come up out of these, like, well, they almost look like pineapple heads to me. I don't know. Everybody sees something different. It's got this like a U-shaped concave kind of stem that just grows up curled like, well, like when you bite your tongue and you suck your toes in. It's kind of what it looks like to me, though. Like I said, everybody sees what they want to see, so you might see something different. But, wow, what a stalk. These are beauties. So these are too big to pick here, but this one right here was probably grown 3 inches from the ground. You want to get these ones. Now they'll have, like I said, some brown paper on the tops of them. That's an indication. The U-shaped concave stem's another indication. But you won't pick these. You won't pick these, you come across them. Now there are other fiddleheads that are somewhat lookalikes, but they'll be fuzzy. And they won't have this U-shape, like concave, I guess. Concave kind of stem. But you'll pick those. And, well, I know this feller, Phil, he said these things are delicious. He's been eating them ever. Well, I'm going to go ahead and gather some of these, and whew, you best believe it, these are going in the soup, too. What a day. Won't get no better than this. All right. Oh, well, look at you, you sneaky little devil. Now, this right here, well, I'll be honest with you people, I don't know what this is. I don't know what it's called. But I do know one thing, you do not want to accidentally eat it, mistaking it for wild leeks or ramps like we picked earlier. Whew. Well, this is back probably 07, was it? No, it was 2014, matter of fact. I wound up in the ICU because I was, well, let me show you. I'll put the camera down. Y'all hold on a second. All right, sneak in here. I don't know if you can see me. Oh, man, I hope I don't get no ticks. Is that a hook? Is that poison ivy? All right. Well, like I said, you do not want to eat this. I don't know what it is. All right, in here. I think we're in here. There's no ticks. Oh, I step in shit. I said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what this is. Oh, that's a big bee. That's a big bee just circling. Don't come this way, big bee. Don't come this way, big bee. Don't come this way, big bee. So I don't know what this is, but I don't even want to touch it, really. Well, I guess I got to touch it for identification purposes. But back in 2014, man, I ate one of these, whole thing. Wound up in the ICU for 3 weeks. Worst experience of my life. I remember I just started throwing up. Oh, I threw up for 7 straight days. Couldn't keep nothing down, couldn't keep nothing in. I was bleeding from my ears. Started getting this mucus. Oh man, that was the worst. Forgot about that. Got this mucus build up so much it started running out my... Well, never mind. That was such a bad time. How you can mistake these leaves. You see, they come up. Oh, here, pull one up. You can see, man, am I in here? I feel like I'm not in the picture. Man, I hope there's no ticks. These leaves right here. You see, okay, so this is the bad leaf in this hand, and this is the good leaf in this hand. So you can see how they look similar. The leek is delicious. This right here, well, this will almost kill you. So I ate, like I said, a whole plant of these. Worst thing I've ever done. I didn't do my research. And the vinaigrette I made was like this. Well, I went with a raspberry vinaigrette when I put on the leaves. A little bit of brown sugar. And just a little squirt of maple in there. I remember that. That was one of my top 10 vinaigrettes. Unfortunately, I wasted it on these poison plants. But I ended up in the ICU 3 weeks at least. I was so embarrassed. I didn't tell my mother. I didn't tell anybody. But you can see how they can easily be mixed up. But I'll tell you what, though. Even they don't taste anything like the leek. You can tell the leek, it's just got this beautiful, like, garlic pepper. And these things, they don't taste anything like that. They taste like, well, they taste like garlic. Which one did I just eat? Right hand? Oh, Timmy, you ate the wrong one, man. What am I gonna do? 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 Oh boy, you ate the wrong one, Jimmy. Can't keep making these mistakes. Oh, I don't want to go back to the ICU for eating the wrong damn edible. Oh, why did I do that? You gotta do your research, Jimmy. I'm gonna attempt to cross this here creek again. But yeah, just got me some fiddleheads to go with them leeks I just showed you. Well, it's not. Oh! I went in the damn water. I went in the water. They went from a 10 to a 4 in no time. think I'm poisoned. I got wet shoes. Right, well. This is Jimmy Dixon. Oh, tick, come on my arm. I'm on the log in the middle of the creek. I just went in. Might have eaten something. But I got this blockade here, trying to come to sorts, figure out what I'm gonna do. But it's just kind of like, well, I don't know. The way the day can twist and turn, it's almost like a wavelength. Like the Dow. I got wet feet. At least that there's pretty. That's what I got all over my feet right now. Alright. Guess I gotta jump. It'll blow out my knee. Oh! It was good late. Things are already looking on the up and up. How am I gonna get over there? It's big rocks. Is that a snake? Oops. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. Found a lizard. I'm gonna let you, yeah, you crawl back in there. Wow, that was a big lizard. Close that hole again. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm just trying to make me a bridge to cross this water so my feet don't get any more wet than they already is. Didn't mean to disturb you. Right there in the middle. Oh, Jimmy. That's a good toss. Oh. Oh, she's wiggling. She is a wiggler. Oh. Balance. Stay in line with the Dow, Jimmy. Stay in line with the Dow. Wow, that's a stretch. Okay. On the out breath, Jimmy, on the out breath. Hey. Oh. Good first. Okay, position yourself. Get that rock with your foot, Jimmy. Got it. Oh, got it. Oh. Light foot leaper. I made it. Just like that. Built me a bridge. Alrighty. Now, I seen me some more of those. This looks like morel territory. Is this what I've been reading about? How the bark falls on the ground like this off of these elms. It might grow in this area here. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled wide open, like they was some pearl onions for these morels. But I originally came across here because I think I saw some more of those fiddleheads. Is that another tick on me? That's got to make more than a baker's dozen. You see that? We're gonna have ourselves a Zoom meeting with another patch of them beautiful, beautiful ramps. Oh, look at this. That's mysterious looking. Well, that's got all sorts of energy coming off it. Says go away, but at the same time come closer. Maybe it's trying to tell me there's some more rails over here. You see, that's what I learned being out here in the woods, is you just gotta listen. Because they're talking all the time. They're whispering to you, they're saying, hey, Jimmy, over here. And sometimes you catch that whisper just right, and you look over to your left, and right there might be a morel mushroom. You see, as long as you come to what you're looking for, every single step you took was the right step. Think about that. You know, you think you waste a day walking in circles, falling in the water, eating poisonous plants, and then next thing you know, you're headed back to your vehicle, and you look down on the ground because you can't find your keys, and right there by your foot in that parking lot could be a morel mushroom looking up at you, smiling, like these beautiful ostrich fiddleheads I found right here, making the right steps in this direction. And just like that, your day goes from a 2. Well, I'll tell you what, if you look down and find a morel growing in the parking lot, your day turned at least to 12. Look at all these fiddleheads. Now, you see, you want to get them when they're little like this, and you don't want to take them all. You only want to take a couple so they can still. So as long as it gets a couple that uncurl and get that sun and can photosynthesize the carbon dioxide into oxygen and get the chlorophyll it needs for it to remain beautiful and tasty and green like this. Where'd I start that sentence? I don't know. Well, you just don't want to take them all. Forgot what I was saying. Look at these. Look at these fiddleheads. Oh, I'm going to take one more. Yeah, that's not being too greedy. Oh, here we go. Another goddamn tick. Oh my goodness, I hit the jackpot. You see, I could go back and say, well, I stepped in the damn river, my socks are wet. Could have some leeches underneath my pants, even though I got them sprayed with Sawyers. Actually, that's the best stuff you want to prevent ticks from getting on you is Sawyers. See, I sprayed these probably 8 weeks ago, so they're kind of... Oh man, look at all of these fiddleheads. Well, it's kind of like wearing off, because I'm seeing so many damn ticks on. This is what I think when people say the mother lode. I think this is what they're referring to. But, where did I start that sentence? Man, more fiddleheads. Oh my goodness, Jimmy. You gotta write this date down. I did eat that poisonous plant earlier. Leech on my leg. Oh man, look at all these fiddleheads. Damn flies. Damn fly in my eye. I'm gonna attempt to hopscotch across this creek. I gotta zoom out, Jimmy. See how I fare? Any crawdads in there? This looks like good crawdad water. All right, here we go. Oh, mate. Oh, that's that plant again. Do not eat that plant on accident, and definitely not on purpose. Oh, look at this bear den. Yep. That's one of them stand-up bears. Oh, this is great. You don't see these every single day. Wow. What a find today. I'm explaining this as soon as I can get the camera to stay. Quit wiggling, man. What we have, believe it or not, this is one of them stand-up bear dens. They carve them out. You don't see them too often, but it's usually for them real slender bears. What they do, right when it starts to get cold, towards the end of fall, they just crawl up in here, make sure there's no spiders. That's what they do. They just crawl inside like that and lean over. And that's a stand-up bear den. That's probably the 3rd or 4th one I've ever found. That's nice. Man, he did a good job carving that one out. Probably using a chisel of some sort. Never seen a bear use a chisel. But that's a stand-up bear den. Another nice find. though it's not an early springtime edible. And another tick. Ah, damn it. I cannot stress it enough. Do not eat this plant. Little cub must have made that one standing on his daddy's shoulders. Oh, looky here. We got our... That's probably like one of the worst specimens I've ever seen. But talk through it. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This here... Let me flip you around. Alright. Oh, we got people coming, so I'm gonna do this quick. This right here is a very, very bad specimen of what is known to be chaga mushroom. Well, not really a mushroom, it's a fungus. It gets caught up, a parasitic fungus actually, but it gets all caught up. Oh, these people are coming, they're gonna think I'm weird. Well, I'm just gonna roll with it. It's like parasite, and it grows on these birch trees, and infects them, inoculates them actually. Now what happens is, well, let me rewind to the very beginning. So this is chaga, not really a mushroom, it's a fungus parasite that grows on birch trees. Now it's very special to human beings because it is one of the most, if not the most. I go around telling people it's the most. I don't know, you know, whatever. Just try to jazz them up. Trying to be a cheerleader for chaga, you know. So it's that was kind of funny. I lost my train of thought. All right, I'm back. So it's very alkaline, which is great for your body. It's more of a base. Keeps you from getting sick. Great for your immune system. Great for your skin. One of the best things. Keeps you from getting, well, helps prevent you from getting cancer by targeting them free radicals loaded with beta glucan, beta gluten. That's what it is. I tell you, some of them words, they just get caught on my tongue, rolling around. So it's loaded with that. It's got these. Does it have polysaccharides? I think it does have polysaccharides. Now it grows on the tree, and what it does, it infects the tree, and it actually eventually kills the tree, and it kills itself in the process. It's kind of like one of the murder-suicide things. Real talk. Now, what happens is it'll split open and release this goo once it's killed the tree and its time has come, and it releases this goo down the tree, and it relies on ants and bugs. I think in focus. Alright, yeah, so, as I was saying, where was I? Oh, so what you want to do is that a spider? Alright, so, yeah, this is a bad, like I said, this is a very bad sample. Oh, so it'll, God damn, I can't get comfortable. Alright, so what'll happen is it'll be like a murder-suicide kind of thing, and it'll split open and release this ooze. Oh, and it's a spider web. So it releases this ooze, and it relies on like ants, flying creatures, praying mantis, dragonflies, all of them, anything, to get that goo on them, and to go from birch tree to birch tree to birch tree to birch tree, inoculating them. That's how they reproduce. That's how they spore out. And it could take 20, 30 years for that one moment to happen, for it to release its goo. What is this? Forgot how to plant in my back pocket. For it to release its goo. So it's really incredible stuff. So when you find it, that's why it's so rare. And when you find it, see here, this is on a, the reason why it's a bad specimen, because it's on a dead tree. If it's on a dead tree, it kind of loses its nutrients. Best time to harvest it is when the ground's starting to get cold and that tree is sucking up all the nutrients from the ground, and it's got it kind of, oh, that's that word again. Condensed, consolidated, condensed, concentrated. Got all the nutrients concentrated, consolidated, and condensed. I think they all work, actually, one way or another. But that's when you want to harvest it. Now you make tea out of it, and you cut it up into little chunks. As soon as you harvest it, you want to take it home and break it up into smaller chunks, because it'll dry and you get real hard like a rock, and then you'll never be able to break it open. But you want a little chunks. You put in a pot, water on a stove, let it simmer for like 45 minutes. It doesn't have a taste really, but it'll turn the water brown, and you can keep using the same piece over and over until the water's clear again, because it keeps releasing them nutrients. But you just drink that water. You can make tea out of it, flavored any way you want, and that's basically chaga tea. Great for your skin. Great. It make you younger, feel younger, look younger, just be younger. But what's really important is how you harvest it. Like I said, it's rare, and it relies on the insects to inoculate, to spread its spores, to infect other trees when it cracks open and releases its goo. But like I said, it does that like, you know, maybe 20, 30, 40 years. When you see that happen, that's a magical moment. You write that date down. So when you harvest it, you only want to take about 20%, maybe 30%. Don't be greedy. You take a little bit, you hack it off carefully, and you'll leave the rest. Now, see, most of this is gone, but this charcoal looking stuff right here, that's the outsides of it. Inside is this golden honey nectar brown, like almost like this here log that fell off. Oh, you know what? I bet you there's chaga on the other side. Old soggy chaga, you don't want that. So you want to make sure you take a little bit at a time and leave the rest, and don't take any more. Don't get greedy, because if we take too much of the chaga, or take too much of the leeks, or take too much of everything or anything, we're gonna find ourselves in trouble. That's it. That would be chaga right there. That's what it looks like. Grows on birch trees. Two other important mushrooms that grow on birch trees are called the birch polypore and the tendercont mushroom. Also polypore mushrooms, saprophytic. Oh, my back! They break down the trees, beautiful for the forest, and loaded with anti-tumor, anti-cancerous, alkaline properties. We're going to zoom in and say goodbye to Mr. Old Chaga on that dead log. Actually, old Mr. Chaga's probably dead on that log too. Oh, see you later. The lens cover might be closed, so you cannot see. What? Oh. Well, that seemed to be working right there now. Ooh. But I finally found me some stinging nettle. Oh, that stuff I was saying earlier wasn't just blowing smoke over the water. This here stinging nettle. Got her finally identified. So here's the deal, fellas and ladies, and hopefully not children, but if you're watching, might as well educate you too. Well, here we go. Stay focused. So the stem, very important. So I done trim like the top 6 to 8 inches off of this whole. First of all, look at this whole bowl full of these things. I was out with a couple fellers out in Vischer Ferry, I think it was called. It's a preserve. My good friends Phil, Matt, and Jim. Let me come across these. Oh, okay. So here we go. And they got opposite leaves. See how I keep stinging my fingers. That stem, it's like a conglomerate. Like 4 stems. Oh, see right here. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. They make cord out of this too. That right there is a stinging nettle tip. See? And those are the wings, and then it just flies like that from field to field, and that's how it pollinates. And there you go. Got a whole bowl full of them. It's a good day. Step 1 of the green cream soup is you're gonna want to wash and then cook the nettles. She cooking now. We got her on the stove. Needles. Oh, I think I got the bottom! Beautiful greens. That's a real vernal kind of green. That's the green you kind of want when you find your nettles. That's filled with chlorophyll. Not the stuff that President Trump's talking about. This stuff is made from photosynthesis. But it's delicious. Look at them beautiful vernal green needles. Kind of look like... Now let's get out of there. Look at them needles. Oh, and that's the broth from them filler heads I had the other day. I'm gonna add that to my green cream soup as well. Look at these all cooked down. Oh, that's exfoliating. Step 2. Got the immersion blender going in there, and I added a fiddlehead broth. And this is the nettles in the nettle broth, and I'm using the immersion blender. Oh, and I put a little bit of bouillon. Alright, next phase, we will be cutting up the leeks now. Before I throw them in the skillet there and cook them down. Alright, see how this works. Alright, I'm going to take the tops off like that. And then kind of just, well, you just kind of go with it. Almost like they're cutting them up into little circles. Down, and we'll go from there. But just wanted to show you. I'll do for my hair. How y'all doing? Jimmy Dixon. Oh, you know who I am. You're watching this. Alright, never mind. So, what we're gonna do... Is that one of Bernard's hairs? No, it's jacket. Alright. So, we're moving right into phase 3. We're gonna cut these leeks out of my knees. I thought I heard one of them wake. I'm trying to be a little quiet. I got my plants sleeping in the other room, sound asleep. They've been in the sun all day. But, man, they kind of look like white spider legs. Dang, that's hot. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna cut these up. I'm sure I want to cut these up. Gotta keep them together. And then we're moving to the next phase. Get the skillet going, cook these down. Alright, so we'll be back. Burn my tongue. You don't need that base. We'll just go circular like that. Just gotta go with it. I got it. Just like that. Almost like you're dicing them. So now I probably got like a pretty decent pile of them. So I'm gonna turn the skillet. It's black in my face. Alright, I got these pretty much good to go. We'll turn this. They've grown everywhere. Alright, that thing on. Plants is up now, so I ain't got a... Oh, where's my hat? Alright, there we are. How we doing? We're back. Now, I think... I forgot to wash the knife. Now, I think if memory serves me correctly, we're probably around phase 4. I closed my eyes for a little bit. Alright, I guess we'll cut these potatoes up now. You know what? Here's something I want to try out. Man, that must be what it feels like to stare into an eclipse. Alright, phase 4. So, I forgot to mention earlier that we gotta put potatoes in here. I also forgot to mention, now I'm kind of, well, there's this one fella I watch on YouTube. It's called The Outsider, I believe. But I seen he gathered himself some leeks like we did today. And his wife made this leek soup, which is the base of what I'm trying to imitate here. But since I'm adding stinging nettles. You know, what else did I get? Garlic mustard? No, the fiddlehead broth. Putting the fiddlehead broth in there. But since I got all those going in, it's kind of like my own rendition of the Outsider's Lady Friend soup. So I'm going to be trying to work that today. So I was inspired by them. He's a great feller to watch. I watch this feller, Adam. What's Adam's last name? Here. We're from LearnYourLand.com. And that feller's a wealth of knowledge. He's one that I follow, and there's another gentleman, Yarrow Wheeler, the Herbal Jedi. Those three, I mean, they pretty much got the whole, they got the whole, they got it all figured out, basically. But I watch those fellers, and they're the ones that kind of give me the inspiration to go do what I've been doing. Basically novice, because what I'm doing is watching them and going out and repeating what they're doing. But I mean, I'm learning. Man, that is bright. But I ain't making green cream soup tonight. Well, I'm gonna cut up these potatoes. Oh, you see, years ago, when I was doing a bit of traveling, I come across this short little feller. Hold on. Oof. That's some good water. So, as I was saying, years ago, I was doing some traveling. I was overseas. And I was in this area, I don't know how I got there. Kind of feels like I just appeared there. But I seen this feller. He was little, he was green, probably about this big. He looked more furry than, well, I guess than not having fur. But it didn't look like fur. Kind of looked like old gray, wiry kind of hair. And he had these ears. He was just sitting there. I was watching. He ain't moved. He's just sitting there wiggling his ears. And I look up over him. Son, he's gone. And I'm looking, I don't see him. He's gone. And he pop up with them ears. Talk like this. I said, excuse me, little short green feller. I look up at him. I could barely swallow. I said, excuse me there, short green little feller. You got some water I could drink? He looked at me. He said a few things that ain't make much sense at all. But he gave me this one thing. Slid it on my finger, right here. He called it the Schwartz. And he says to me, this Schwartz ring, it's got all the power in the universe to do whatever you need it to do, as long as you're doing it for good. Well, all I really wanted was some water. But he gave me this ring and took off. Buddy of mine found me about an hour later on the trail. He had a canteen of water, gave it to me. I was good to go. Turns out I was, turns out, oh my God, is that a damn moth? My buddy Ricky come around the corner. What happened was, I guess I was sleepwalking or something. Well, my buddies found me about 5 minutes later. I was only off the trail about 10 feet. So I brought this ring home with me. Oh, I gotta get that one. Okay, are you ready for this? Back up a few feet. I ain't messing around here. He said the power of the Schwartz be with you. Y'all see that? I think it happened. Damn, that's like a geode potato. See that? Oof. Almost looks like a peach that's missing the pit. But see this powerful ring? And he gave me this ring. He said the power of the Schwartz is yours. Man. Well, anyway, I'm gonna cut up the rest of these potatoes and I'm gonna add them to the ones that I already got cut up, and then they're gonna go into the broth that's cooking, and then we'll go into, I believe, phase 5. But, all right. Hopefully this green cream garlic soup I make will be, well, I hope it'll be ring worthy. I'm just joking. Can you hear that? Can y'all see that? Yeah. May you never open again. All right. You're gonna want to cut them kind of like in the quarters. Makes it easier. Sometimes I like to. Y'all see that? All right, on your mark, get set, go. That was quick. All right, all the potatoes are cut up. All right, here we go. I'll get her up to a nice rolling boil. Covered in rolling boils. All right. So I got the broth going. I got the potatoes all cut up. I gotta throw the leeks in the skillet. I forgot about that. I got all the leeks cut up. Man, I am falling behind. I'm gonna move you to the back. Get you to the back over there. Oh my goodness. Woo! That was hot. Alrighty. You want to use a good amount of coconut oil. That's probably good. Go for you. I hate peeling garlic. In a moment, once I get all this garlic separated, I'm going to show y'all a little trick that my father showed me. My father is a chef. Very fortunate. Learned my way around the kitchen at a young age. Oop. That's how we want it sounded. Easy way to get the garlic. I don't know if you can pick it up from that long range shot or not. Here's the garlic separated. It's got the skin on it, but wait a minute. No, it don't. You just take it, put it down, back of the knife, just like that. Oops. Oh, Jimmy. See what happens when you try to get all flashy? And it peels right out. Peels right out. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop. Stop it, some smushed garlic going in your green cream soup. Where'd that one go? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Jimmy. Better lighting system. Can't look so low budget. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What do I do with a spatula? Ah, there it is. All right. Whew. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Now, this is the moment we've all been. Why am I sounding like a boomerang? That is hot. Oh, so that oil now is infused with that garlic. Oh God, Wish you could smell. Moment we've all been waiting for. Here goes the leeks. Oh my gosh. Oh, that sounds divine. Hey, Bernard, I ain't mean to startle you. Go back to playing your video games. Just here making some green cream soup. Got all the bugs out. Oh, I keep stepping on. Now you're going to want to keep these things moving, because they will really fast. Breathe in nice and deep. You want to clean out those nasal passages. Oh yeah. Oh, that's just... I tell you, it's all the wavelength. You got ups, you got downs. You might step in the creek. You might eat a poisonous plant or two. But hey, you may come across a stand-up bear den. You may come across some old soggy chaga. What else we find? You want to keep them moving, keep them sweating. You want to give them a nice little workout. Splashes up when it's hot. Got me in the eyeballs one time. Couldn't see for 3 days. Got me on the wrist. It's the worst. Wow, come on. Come on. There's got to be an easier way, Jimmy. Alright. Try and cover them up. Just get in there. Don't splash. Don't splash so much. Alright. That's in there. Damn, they smell good. You gotta smell these things. I can't even put in words. So what's gonna happen here is we're gonna let that cook for about 45 minutes so those potatoes get nice and mushy. Then we're gonna add those leeks we just cooked down in there. Oh, and the garlic. We're gonna let that cook for a little bit. Then I'm going to grab that immersion blender that my sister Amy Joy let me borrow. And I'm going to immersion blend it into a cream. Then I'm going to add the heavy cream then. And some yogurt. Yeah. I'm going to add some yogurt. Well, that'll really make it creamy. Am I missing something? Or am I adding too much? Garlic powder, Jimmy. Can't forget the garlic powder. Always gonna be green cream soup. That don't smell anything like licorice. Alrighty, welcome, Jimmy Dixon here. Next day, I'm now going to use the immersion blender and mix this up so it looks, well, edible. I turned it off last night from the boil. It kept its temp overnight, nice and warm, lukewarm. I added some yogurt and some heavy cream. The potatoes are cooked in there, and the leeks, and they're in the broth with the fiddlehead broth and the stinging nettle broth, and I already immersion blended the stinging nettles in there. So it's just loaded with minerals and nutrients and vitamins. So now I'm gonna finish immersion blending this, and we'll see what we got. I gotta hold this thing down. Oh, there it goes. Look at this thing go. It's like a roto-rooter. Look at this thing go. Mixing up my green cream soup. Mixing up my green cream soup. Mixing up my green cream soup. Look at this thing go. I can't control it. I can't control it. It's got legs of its own. See how it's getting creamy, looking more and more edible. Not so, chunky. Oh, it's gonna be green cream soup. Making that green cream soup. Look at that. Oh, shit! Just had a bit of a mishap with the immersion blender. So I guess you're not supposed to lift that up past the soup line when you're using it, because what'll happen is it'll splash everywhere, all over the walls and the cabinets, the sink. Alright, well, I'm gonna get back to this immersion blender. I have to wipe down these walls. Sure make a mess. Damn. I never have no mess when I just pour it in a blender. And my eye too. Bang. Oh, I got green cream soup on the ceiling. Bang. They just started too. Oh, I gotta shave. Alright, we're back blending. Alright, I'm gonna turn the camera off now and just primarily focus on the blending, because this is starting to get worrisome. Green cream soup! Oh, I think I got the bottom! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is my famous garlic green cream soup being presented to you in an avocado bowl. Beneath here we got some mixed greens as garnish, and I know that might be a bit deceiving there, but that is not a dollop of sour cream. That's just the beautiful sun shining down on this glorious soup. I'm gonna go have a seat on the couch and give her a taste test, let you know how she came out. But I got a feeling that this might be at least a 6. Alright, here we go. We'll try the soup now. Oh my Lord. I'm spilling it. Oh. Hey, Bernard, go get yourself some soup. I gotta be honest with you people. That had to be, well, I would say at least a Where's my hat? I ain't leaving in the woods, did I? How do I describe that soup in one word? Oh, stomach! I don't know.
Tremendous death, tremendous success, tremendous power, tremendous waste, tremendous power, tremendous power, tremendous power, tremendous power, tremendous power, tremendous band-aid, tremendous waste, tremendous band-aid, tremendous power, tremendous band-aid,
Well, I guess I'd have to say it was
tremendous numbers, tremendous death, tremendous success, tremendous crowds, tremendous, like it's this tremendous deal. I made a tremendous fortune. I have had tremendous success. I've had tremendous success. They understand I've had tremendous success, tremendous numbers, got tremendous ratings, tremendous cash flow, tremendous company, tremendous radical, tremendous problem, tremendous crowd, tremendous celebration, tremendous response, tremendous island, and tremendous damage, tremendous amount of money, tremendous campaign, tremendous drug, so they send it back. Tremendous rally, tremendous safety, tremendous information, tremendous problem, tremendous power.
wow, that's good.
Tremendous tremendous problem, tremendous cost over, tremendous infrastructure, tremendous corruption, tremendous corruption, tremendous support, tremendous potential, tremendous headache.
Tremendous jabroni.
This thing on? REC. Oh, I gotta get them hairs out my nose. Well, I guess this concludes our episode. The garlic green cream soup episode. But I gotta tell you, oh, them pork chops is burning. Oh, shit, Jimmy, you burnt the damn chops, Jimmy. Oh, actually, let's get some footage of those. Oh, yeah, I ain't burned those at all. They came out perfect, look at that. Shoot, I'm gonna scrap the rest of the soup and just eat the pork chops. Oh, look at this tart. My good buddy, Logan Ferreira, he made this tart. I'm gonna put a little bit of Cool Whip on it in a little bit after I eat the pork chops and polish off the green cream soup. But, well, let's turn her around. I just want to thank you for coming along with me during this, well, I would say it was, more like a journey. Oh, let's see. Where's my beanbag? Alright, well, I want to thank you for being a friend. I want to thank you for being a friend. I want to thank you for being a friend. Well, that's a theme song to something. But I want to thank you regardless for being a friend. And I want to thank you for coming along with me on this journey. Well. Garlic green cream soup. I got fiddle in them. Garlic green cream soup. Garlic green cream soup. Well, thank you for being a friend, coming around, coming on a journey with me. Just want to thank you again. How many times I thank you already? I'm getting awfully thankful. Too emotional. Might have been some estrogen in that soup. Well, truthfully, I just don't like saying my goodbyes. But goodbye. Well, I hate goodbyes. But it's been real. And y'all ever get some ants in your pants and want to go out there and pick some early springtime edibles? Well, I suggest you go out there and do that. Gather them up, bring them home, and make yourself your own famous garlic green cream soup. This is Jimmy Dixon telling y'all thank you for being a friend. You have yourself a good evening now. I just hate saying goodbyes. Hey, Bernard. Bernard, you have any of that soup yet? Bernard, anything you want to add? Oh, don't give me those eyes. Don't give me those eyes, Bernard. Hey, Bernard. Bernard? Bernard? Why are you giving me the cold shoulder? Hey, Bernard. I love you, boy. You want some green cream soup? Why you give me those eyes, Bernard? I just asked you if you want some soup. Simple yes or no question. Don't look at me like I'm a bad forger. Mom will be here to pick you up tomorrow. Sorry if this was an enjoyable stay. Why don't you go play with the plants? They're awake. He's a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. Easy, easy, good boy. He's the best Bernard I've ever seen. You're the best Bernard I've ever seen. Bernard, can I get some kisses? Can I get some kisses? I'm trying to be quiet here. I got my plans. Alright, I'm trying to be quiet here. I got my plants sleeping in the other room. I just watered them. They're sound asleep. Alright, how we doing? We're moving right into phase 3 now. In phase 3, we're going to be cutting up the leeks. I'm going to show you how I like to cut them up before I throw them in the skillet over my shoulder there to cook them down. But I'm trying to be a little quiet. I got my plants sleeping in the other room, sound asleep. I'm trying to be quiet here. I thought I heard one of them wake. I got my plants. Trying to be quiet. I got my plants sleeping in the other room. They're sound asleep. But I watered them. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna want to take the tip off where you see well, those are roots, but man, they kind of look like white spider legs. What's up to you? Like I said, everybody sees things differently. But I'm trying to be quiet here. I got my plants sleeping in the other room. They're sound asleep. I just don't want to disturb them. They're sound asleep. You know, they've been in the sun all day. Maybe I should have left the mustache.